cold plunges, red light therapy, and perineum sunning. That is the morning routine of the best SDRs in the world. But think of the role of an SDR like someone that made it to Division III college football. They've got the skill set, they were in the top 7% that made it out of high school sports, and now they're in an environment where they are playing at a higher level. But they don't have a chef that's putting them on the best meal plan in the world. They don't have the personal trainer that's gonna massage every single nook and cranny of their body. They maybe don't have the strength and conditioning coach that has trained every single top athlete in the world. So where does that leave them? It leaves themselves with the responsibility to perform at a higher level. And in this video, we're going to discuss the role and day in the life of an SDR or a sales development representative and how to not stay an SDR for the rest of your life. So the role and function of an SDR within a business is super important and should not be taken lightly. This isn't some Joe Schmo you just want to hire inside of your organization. And that's because all of the front-end marketing content and material that you're putting out there with your name and your brand and your face on it, when they come through your marketing motion, they're only seeing your name, your face, and your brand. And the first time that they may potentially talk to someone inside of your organization is going to be this SDR, not the closer on the back end, even though you think that's the person with the more important skill set. An SDR, in my opinion, is just as valuable, if not more valuable, to the right business. So an SDR is really going to have to act as an ambassador or an extension of the face of your brand. You're going to want them to have a deep understanding and knowledge of the product and tool. I talked with my friend Matt Shetler over at Clients and Community, who's closed millions in set sales, and he shared with me a lot of the tips and tricks that I'm going to be sharing with you inside this video today. My name's Sam Queen. Some people like to call me the Close Doctor, and I help businesses with high ticket offers scale to 7 and 8 figures using my systems-based selling strategies by mapping their sales processes inside of a CRM like Close.com so they can increase their output by 20% or more. If that sounds like you and you have a high ticket business with a phone-based sales team, I'll leave my link somewhere down in the description below so you can book a call with me or someone on my team. Now, that morning routine that I talked about at the beginning of this video was a little bit of a white lie, although some people might do cold plunges. But for the most part, SDRs work remotely, so their morning routine is going to really be up to them, and that's the nice part about having remote talent. If you create the right culture, they're going to create the right routine that works for them. I love to give a little guidance to our teams when it comes to time blocking. My partner Sean Gray in our Sales Flow Transformation program teaches time blocking and its importance on finding flow state within your day. So if you can block like activities with each other, like maybe cold calling for 2 hours in the day and not cold calling for any other part of the day, you can find more flow when you're doing your cold calling. If you then have to work your inbox and you only want to work your inbox at the first half hour of the day and the back half hour of the day, not working it in between there will let you find flow in the last half hour of the day. So there really isn't any particular day to day. It's going to vary between business to business and what those sales processes look like and where that lowest hanging fruit is. But time blocking your like activities together can make you that much better of an SDR for your organization. Now, as an SDR, especially if you work in the world that I'm in of high ticket sales, remote high ticket sales for these e-learning type of businesses, you get flexibility. You can have a very flexible lifestyle. But with flexibility comes accountability, and that accountability comes on yourself. It's not the motivation that's needed to get up every single day and go make 100 phone calls or go make 200 phone calls. It's not the motivation that someone needs to go to the gym every single day, but it's the discipline, because I can promise you, you're not going to be motivated every single day to do this job. SDRs are in the trenches and really have to take the time to set goals and targets and understand what those goals and targets are, how they come back to their bottom line and the paycheck that they're going to be getting, and then build their day around those goals and targets. So if you have a goal of doing 10 sets per day, and for example, you know you need to talk to 100 prospects to get there, don't optimize your time for watching and learning more course content. Yes, you need to be an ambassador for the brand, but if your goal is 10 sets per day and you know it requires 100 phone calls a day, how can you set up your day? How can you set up your system? How can you set up your CRM to optimize exactly for those activities to perform that goal? Of course, when your activities align with those goals that you're going to set, you're going to find that the goals will become a lot easier to achieve. If I know I need need to go run a 100-meter dash, I'm gonna go take one step at a time forward. I'm not gonna do literally anything else because my goal is to complete a 100-meter dash. It's also really important as an SDR that you assimilate into the company culture because you're that first touch point. You're that ambassador. You're that concierge that's sitting at the hotel desk with a smile on your face when that guest walks in. You really need to be a part of the mission and the vision, because trust me, it's that mission and that vision that's gonna drive you to make those 100 phone calls a day. If you're watching this and you bought a high ticket program, or you just learned how to be a setter, or you just learned how to be a closer, and you've got a guarantee where you're going to be placed inside of some business, that's amazing. I'm happy for you, but it's probably not going to work out because you probably don't care about that company's mission. You probably don't care about that company's vision. And when you don't care about a company's mission and vision, the work that you do is absolutely meaningless and you will find burnout within your role. So try to find a company that doesn't want you to be an SDR forever. Try to find the company that can paint a vision for you becoming a closer and understand what those targets and milestones look like to get there. Find a company that is built on a backbone of strong fulfillment and results and success for those clients, not the company that's just going to get you a paycheck. Because unfortunately, an SDR's paycheck oftentimes isn't that big. The top SDRs that I've seen in my industry will make $80,000, maybe $90,000 a year, whereas I've seen closers make $700,000 in a year. So most SDRs do not want to be SDRs forever, if not all SDRs. They want to find themselves ascending within their job roles, and that really takes place internally with the right mindset and a strong commitment to taking massive amounts of action every single day. Massive amounts of action to show up, massive amounts of action to make the dials, massive amounts of action to continue to work on yourself and your development, massive amounts of action to assimilate into the culture and the brand, massive amounts of action to stay aligned with the mission and the vision. The action that you're going to take is going to be the measuring stick that's going to show you how successful you are in your role and whether or not you're going to stay in that role forever. All of this action that you're going to be taking is going to be the equivalent of building up a US Army type of military with tanks upon machine guns, upon rocket launchers, upon fighter jets, that a good SDR, when using those tools in the right way, can set more leads, more deals than anyone else on their team because of their commitment to taking action and keeping that action aligned with the actual goal and the outcome that's going to put money in their pockets. Yes, you need to be aligned with the mission. Yes, you need to be aligned with the vision, but people that get into sales like when that direct deposit hits every single week. So you really want to be aligned with those activities that are going to make you money too. If you don't fully commit in this role and you think this is just a step into this industry to, get your toes wet, you're going to fail. I can promise you you're going to fail. You need to have a full level of commitment to your role, to your business, to have success in this, because it's not sexy. And that commitment is what's going to bring you across the finish line to a closer, to a manager, to a VP, to a business owner one day. And I've seen that with some of the SDRs that work inside of our organization because of their level of commitment to success. That's going to be all for me in this video today, guys. An SDR is a tough role. If you are an SDR watching this right now, thank you so much for spending time with me. We're always looking to hire SDR. Someone that's watching my content is probably someone I like a little bit more than the regular job application that comes across our plate. So I'll leave a link in the description down below with our job application. We're always hiring internally for our internal clients and for our external agency brands. And I'd love to have a conversation with you guys on whether or not this could potentially be a fit for both of us to work together. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and tell me what you want to see in the next video. And I look forward to seeing you guys 2 times a week on this channel and my upcoming videos. Thanks.